Good morning. How'd we get on yesterday? Well, if you attended the live stream, we ended up making a few bob. Started here. This was a very late back of over 2.5 goals in a match where it was 0-0 till something like the 60th minute. Professional Development League or the Premier League 2, one of the two, very well known for overs, something like 70+%. Why not have a punt? Over 2.5 goals. We got two late Tottenham goals by about the 80th minute, totally from out of nowhere, against the favourite Liverpool. I decided to get out. It doesn't look like much, but when you're only risking £2 or £3, that's a decent return. So delighted with that one. The boys from Tottenham got a break even there. It was a risk, like Aberdeen the day before. Trusting sides who are not in any good form is very risky indeed. The absence of James Maddison, I think, was key to Tottenham's loss. And if Postecoglou's still in a job, get him to buy you a lottery ticket because he's a very lucky boy. The mighty Hoff. This is all about making sure you lock it in. When you've got, if you pay for an in-play stats feed, this is what you get for your money. You get an attacking pressure index, which, if it hits 100, normally suggests a goal. It was pre-European club competition for Frankfurt, so they are gettable. The Hoff did equalise, and we've got the bleep out of dodge. Frankfurt went on to win. And then I think, was it a late Hoffenheim goal? But Frankfurt went on to lead 1-2. So lock it in. And this was a live stream only play. Fenerbahce, the special one a bit later. Special enough against Göztepe. And not very special at all. 2 missed penalties for Porto. This is a bloke you should send your Mrs. Brown's Boys DVD box set to, just to annoy the bleep out of him. Galeno, probably paying 6 figures a week to kick a ball from 12 yards, but he still can't manage that in the 72nd minute. Couldn't manage it in the 96th minute either. So despite calling it right, one complete and utter there he is. Take a look at that mug and don't send him any Christmas presents apart from Mrs. Brown's Boys DVD box set. The whole lot. Send the whole lot to him. That will annoy the bleep out of him. Apart from that, yesterday, some which went astray, but there were some very good performers as well. By going astray, I mean I missed out. I didn't lose. Here, I told you, don't get involved in London derbies. But Brentford continued their both teams to score record, and they did the double over Palace. I showed members how to play it if they wanted to, and we also showed them an out at the 1-2. You could have halved your liability just with that single goal there from Essa. We were pinning our hopes a little bit on Matete, who'd scored in the last two matches. He scored 3 goals in the last 2 matches, including 2 goals in the last London derby they had away from home against West Ham. But it's a gentle lesson to you. Please think twice about derby-style matches, okay? Tottenham-Leicester we know all about. Break even. Aston Villa-West Ham I didn't really play, but again, a pre-Champions League side not quite crossing the line. Fulham and Man United I wouldn't be touching with stolen money. Who scored the winner here? Martinez. There we go. Where's your centre forwards that you've paid millions for? And in comes the psycho with a crazy haircut from the back to get themselves a winner. Again, it's hugely unconvincing, but they'll take that, won't they? 2.43, the favourite match. Anything could happen. Le Havre and Brest. Well, I was mentioning the relegation threatened sides, and one of them delivered. You've seen this pattern already. Started with Hull battering Sheffield United. Accrington Stanley getting a win against, what was it, second or third in their league? Now Montpellier. 5.3 outsiders. Crucial points for Montpellier. Crucial. We're going to see a lot of this now from February to April. Now they're within spitting distance. This is their goal if they can't get out of the bottom three. The goal is a relegation playoff with the French Ligue 2 side. But now they're within 3 points of Nantes, Saint-Etienne. So make it a 5-horse race rather than a 2-horse race to get to this third bottom place. Crucial. Le Havre kept it very quiet against Brest, but Brest were totally dominant on the in-play stats throughout. Absolutely no problem there. Nice and Marseille wouldn't be playing. You know what it is? A bit like Crystal Palace Brentford. It's a local Côte d'Azur derby. I normally watch this from my mansion on the Côte d'Azur with my showbiz pal Elton John, but didn't have the opportunity because I was live streaming yesterday. Hoffenheim and Eintracht Frankfurt, yes, they did get that second goal. Thoroughly deserved to equalise. This is a pre-Europa League Eintracht Frankfurt, so in that regard, vulnerable. You see that Europa League there. Well done to the Hoff. They've now scored 2+ goals, I think, in the last 3 matches. Vital win for St. Pauli. Look where they are in the standings. Newly promoted St. Pauli as well. Vital. You take 3 away from that, and they're down to 17, just above the relegation zone. Vital win against another relegation threatened side in Union Berlin. You're going to see a lot of this. Watch out for the bottom 5 in each league, because 1 or 2 of them are going to surprise us. They're going to get those vital wins. Italian Serie A. This started off the day, and I didn't get to it in time. I hope you did. Particularly, this should have been your catalyst. Disallowed goal. Have a go at that one too after that disallowed goal. Boom. Merry Christmas. Reinders and Chukwueze showing Galeno how to score without not having a defence in front of him. Inter Milan, easy as you like. Roma Udinese, some matches you just can't read, and they didn't play. Fiorentina are back on the winning foot again after a woeful recent run. Eredivisie, bit of a shock here for AZ Alkmaar, 1.48. Pre-European club competition, I wonder? Let's have a look. Europa League, post-European club competition. So we had all sorts to think about, don't we? It was a bit of a slog, this coupon, in the live stream, but we got away with it all right. We didn't make too many mistakes. Rangers and Dundee. Again, Dundee United. Dundee United took the lead, and this was before I managed to get online. So I hope you spotted this one yourself. Got a proper winner in 49th minute. And Dessers just putting a cherry on top. That's what we expect for 1.57 away favourite. Even well, it's not really what we expect. We expect a tighter match, but that was an emphatic win and a nice, good trade with the AC Milan to start the day off if you've got it. Looking at La Liga, Champions League side losing again. In-play stats would have suggested taking on that Girona lead, but 2.6 the favourite. It's very off-putting. Atletico Bilbao will be very disappointed. We did lay the very, very late draw here. Something like, was it 22 shots off target? Obviously, Mr. Magoo up front for Atletico Bilbao yesterday. With Blind Lemon Sam, the blues singer. Goal attempts, 29, 16 off target, 10 block shots. Keeper must have had a heroic day, 16 corners, 18 shots in the box. Goalkeeper was an octopus, I think, yesterday. And a Parole Valencia. Done and done. Wow. Looking on to today, and it's a day off for me, and rightfully so, given it's not the best coupon on the planet. These are the dregs, basically. Although calling Leeds dregs is Not very nice. They are the dominant force, but it's a top three clash. You saw with Sassuolo and Sottirol, I think it was. Top three clash. Sassuolo you can normally rely on, didn't deliver. This is going to be a very tough match to unpack. Top three clash. So not a good trading vehicle for me at all. You saw yesterday the under-21s wait for the overs in the second half. Very high odds, 13s or something I got. And we got out at the 2-0. And Nancy Dunkirk, 2.55 the favourite. Typical Monday stuff. Venezia and Verona, relegation dogfight. Let's bring up soccerstats.com. Have a look at this particular match. Venezia, newly promoted, but only the 3 wins all season. Did come at home. Only had 1 loss in the last 4 at home, and that came against Inter Milan. They're looking to be tightening that defence, aren't they? 1-0 loss to Inter Milan, 1-0 loss to Inter, 1-0 loss to Napoli, 1-0 loss to Lecce, 1 goal in it against Parma. Well, that was an emphatic defeat away. But these recent defeats, they're looking to be tough to score against, aren't they? If the big guns can get only 1 goal, then you'd be favouring Venezia, wouldn't you, on that defensive capability? Hellas Verona, though, coming off the back of 2 wins in 3 away, but more worryingly for them, they're conceding 2+ goals in the last 3 away matches. When they're playing a high-quality side like Napoli, they won't let them score 3 goals. But when you're playing a lower league side or lower table side, lower position side, let's get the word right, then they look vulnerable. So Hellas tend to concede 2, Venezia tend to be tough to score against. It is a relegation 6-pointer, I would suggest. Venezia conceding in the last 16. And who is it away? Hellas Verona conceding in the last 9 away. No draw in 10 away. Suggests you lay any late draw there. It is a relegation 6-pointer, so that just takes a bit of the gloss off the form reading, doesn't it? Points mean prizes. So just be very, very careful. It was a 2-1 loss to Venezia last time these two met, but they are more solid at home. Very rarely conceding that second goal. And if they do, they've tended to be able to fight back, particularly against the lower half sides. Looking at Hellas Verona against the bottom 3, well, they haven't played them yet. They did beat Venezia at home. A couple of 1-0 defeats to Cagliari and Lecce. So this is a typical Monday match. This is why I take Mondays off, apart from working the weekends for you. They tend to be a very tough old coupon. It really does. Yesterday was a slog, but we got through it. Today, niggles all the way through. Relegation 6-pointer. Let's have a look at the last high-quality league. Well, we've got Alaves Celta Vigo as well a bit later on. But let's have a look. Genoa and Monza. That looks a little tough as well. So we go up here. Matches. Genoa and Monza. Down here. And off we go. So you can see automatically Genoa are looking in decent nick, aren't they? Since the 4th of November. Contrast that with only 1 win for Monza since the 27th of October. You could suggest that Monza are in the relegation dogfight, aren't they? Genoa looking a lot more confident, aren't they? Only losing to Napoli at home since they last lost to Fiorentina, who were in their very rare old winning form. Working our way down. Challenge table will reveal all. 12th against bottom. Now, they did lose to Hellas Verona, but that's a rarity. You'd be slightly favouring Genoa here today, but Monza's recent win, I think, against Fiorentina suggests they might have some fight in them. Don't forget, it's this stage of the season now. From now till April, you're going to get some shock results from bottom 3, bottom 5. 0-3 win against Hellas. That doesn't tell us anything. Against mid-table sides, they've been picking up draws, but not scoring that second goal against 8th to 17th. slightly favouring Genoa on that home form. Any goal patterns? Let's have a look. Not really. No strong goal patterns, apart from scoring, well, 80% of their goals second half Genoa. So if they're losing at half-time, or if it's a draw at half-time, you might want to look at laying that draw second half. 5-0 at half-time at home, 1 at full-time. That would be the possible main angle there for that Genoa-Monza match. Got the Eredivisie. That's normally goal fest time. Moving down, let's have a last look at the last Elite League match, Alaves and Celta Vigo. This will probably suggest to us it's another Monday game. 2.7 the favourite. That's pretty much as high as the odds will go pre-match. Alaves and Celta Vigo. Let's have a quick look and then I can start my day off. But it's a rainy old day here in Guernsey. I was going to go down the driving range, but it's not looking very appealing at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins all season for Alaves, suggesting they might be in the relegation dogfight. But maybe those 4-score draws recently have been picking up points, and certainly at home they've only lost to Girona of late. Really good result against a rock-solid Atletico Bilbao. But a couple of pre-European club competition sides have been playing at home of late. Had to come back Carlos Vicente, Juan Jordan, Kike Garcia. So getting all kinds of players scoring for them. Joan Jordan. We've got old Joan turning up as well. I wonder if she's transgender or not. Goal for Joan. Fantastic stuff for Joan. 3 consecutive away defeats for Celta Vigo will give Alaves some hope. It's probably 2.75 the favourite because of that woeful away form for Celta Vigo. Where's that win? Only 1 against Las Palmas. This is going to be a very tough match to unpack. Conceding in the last 8, no win in 5 away. Very tough match to unpack. 17th against 13th. Relegation 6-pointer for Alaves, particularly with other relegation threatened sides playing. No, they're not. They were playing in Italy, weren't they? So points important for Alaves, and they look competitive, particularly against 12th and lower. Scored 2 goals in 3 of the last 4 home matches. Celta Vigo, well, only the 1 win away against Las Palmas. That's the reason it's 2.75 the favourite, and it's also the reason we perhaps shouldn't be dwelling too much on this one for trading purposes. So it's a tough old Monday coupon for the elite sides or the elite leagues. Those of you who want to have a go at your over 2.5 goal strategies, well, the Premier League 2 is absolutely ideal for it. You can check out at Soccer Stats the power of the stats for overs. You can go to the leagues. Premier League 2. Let's see if I can find that. English Premier League 2. Scroll down. Look at the stats for that. Or you can just check the stats out here. 71% over 2.5 goals. Up here, 71%. So 7 out of 10 matches are overs. If you want to dig even deeper, and thanks to Paul Dunwoody for pointing this out to me, fabulous stuff from him. Go to the matches here. No, yeah, I think you do. Or goals, that's where we go, goals. And you can get a lineup of the teams, and then you can look at their 2.5 goal record. So today's teams. So have a look at each of today's teams. Make sure they're solid from a 2.5 goal perspective. Looks like the vast majority are, aren't they? Look how many of them are 70% or over. And then just watch out for Newcastle under 21s. And if you want to look even more in depth, home side at home, away side away. So that's the goal statistics at soccerstats.com for the English Premier League 2. It is an overs league. If you want to really home in, look for each side's overs. And that's it for today. If you want to see profits like this and have a chance at profits like this, or break evens like this, or profits like this, then come along. Join Football Trading Profits members area. or at least sign up for the e-letter. We'll be sending you some free Premier League research whenever we've got a Premier League match on. It's largely a European week this week, the Champions League and the Europa League. And there's a sign up, Betfair Trading made easy. Costs you absolutely nothing. Get your trading lesson for free and some free Premier League research. And we've been in really hot form of late on the live stream. Don't forget the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@football trading profits. We sometimes do an ad hoc free live stream for everybody, but generally speaking, the live streams are for members only. But you've been very lucky. We've had a lot of public ones, and we're in rock solid form as well. Day off for me, but as ever, I might be joining members on Telegram later on. I am this time next week, Rodders. I'll be in Thailand, so looking forward to returning to the land of smiles. And as I repeat, if you have a Miss Brown's Boys box set DVD, send it to this moron here. Can't score 2 goals from 12 yards. I'm not talking out of my pocket, of course. Have a great day.